This is Business Today. I'm Marlon Madden.
This is an excellent time to be looking at going into business in Barbados. Barbados has one of the lowest corporation tax rates in the world at this time. You don't pay any taxes on capital gains. So as an investor and an entrepreneur, Barbados has to be one of the most tax-friendly places to incorporate your business in the world at this particular point in time.
Acting Chief Executive Officer of the Sagicor Cave Hill School of Business and Management, Dr. Justin Robinson, was addressing the launch of an entrepreneurial boot camp recently. He said the program was aimed at developing young people in Barbados, and he urged facilitators to encourage participants to think outside the box and be innovative while aiming for a global reach.
The world is your oyster. This is really an interesting time in terms of digital technologies. There are new opportunities in medical cannabis, renewable energy. There are a whole range of new sectors, the green economy, blue economy. These are all new areas. And we want persons to be entrepreneurial. It's not just about self-employment. It's about solving problems. I mean, how do you come up with a successful business? And in some ways, the most simple way is like, what problems are people having and what problems can you solve for persons? If you can solve a problem for persons, then you have a potential for a successful business. And we want to light that spark in people and provide an ecosystem where persons with those ideas can thrive.
The Barbados Chamber of Commerce and Industry has a new executive team. During its annual general meeting at the Lloyd Erskine Sandiford Center on Wednesday, Trisha Tanis, Managing Director of Courts Barbados Limited, was elected to serve as the new president. She replaces Ezra Prescott. Anthony Branker of Massey Distribution Barbados will fill the post of Senior Vice President, while James Clark of TMR Sales and Services will serve as Vice President. Betty Brathwaite of Deloitte & Touche will fill the capacity of Vice President of Finance. In thanking the BCCI for its dedication to members over the years, Tanis told the Chamber's May luncheon her immediate plan was to increase its engagement to members. She also took the opportunity to announce that after 2 years, the Chamber's Executive Director Carlos Wharton will be demitting office. The issue of climate change and the associated risks came under the microscope this week as a number of stakeholders gathered in Barbados to discuss best practices and identify sustainable solutions. During the opening of the Understanding Risk Caribbean Conference at the Barbados Museum and Historical Society, officials highlighted the region's vulnerability. Christian Leffler, Deputy Secretary General for the European Union External Action Service, said the region continues to face uncertainty. But he said the EU is keen on working with regional partners to put mitigating systems in place.
We are all concerned by the risks that we are facing, that you are facing. And we all want to understand them better to see how we can work together to mitigate them, to prepare for them, to reduce their impact. This initiative is also an expression of the multilateral approach to global issues, an approach that the European Union strongly supports on the world stage. Without working together, we cannot hope to achieve the results, to have the impact we would like for ourselves or with our partners.
Gail Maturin, Director General in the Office of Trade Negotiations at the CARICOM Secretariat, said developing an agenda for sustainability is critical. She says climate change remains a major threat.
Indeed, a resilience agenda is a developmental necessity for the Caribbean region, and the core themes of this conference explore some of the key factors in building resilience. It is a well-known fact that CARICOM countries contribute less than 1% to global greenhouse gas emissions. Yet when it comes to the impact of global climate change, we are among the most severely affected. Climate change with associated sea level rise is not only a threat to our environment and economic development, but to our very existence as small island states and low-lying coastal developing states.
Now for today's financial tip. It is highly recommended that you have at least 6 months of expenses in savings. It is also important that you have some of that in cash in case of an emergency. Should the power or internet go out and you must make a purchase, a retailer may not be able to use a credit or debit card machine. That's been Business Today. Remember, you can get more business and news by logging on to www.barbadostoday.bb, subscribing to our e-paper, and liking us on Facebook. I'm Marlon Madden.